And now to South Carolina, where a community is on edge after a store owner allegedly shot and killed a teenager who was wrongly accused of shoplifting. Rick Chow is now facing a murder charge in the death of 14-year-old Cyrus Carmack Belton. Police say Chow had accused the teen of shoplifting bottles of water. The local sheriff says there is no evidence he stole anything. South Carolina NBC affiliate WIS-TV reporter Nick Neville is live near the store in South Carolina with more now. Nick, walk us through what happened here.
Yes, good morning. So Chow had his first court appearance yesterday. Bond on that murder charge could not be set by the magistrate judge that he came before. It's going to have to be set by a circuit court judge at a later date. Representatives for the family of the victim, as well as for Chow, declined to speak at that hearing. Chow, for his part, also spoke very little at the hearing beyond saying, "Yes, Your Honor," acknowledging that he understood the judge's questions. Just to recap some of the facts of the case here, Chow's accused of chasing Cyrus out of the store Sunday night, suspecting him of shoplifting and then shooting him into the back. That's according to the Richland County Sheriff's Department. Richland County Sheriff Leon Lott says there's no evidence that he stole anything. RCSD has reviewed surveillance footage as part of the investigation. Sheriff Lott said even if he'd shoplifted 4 bottles of water, that's not something that you shoot anybody over. Chow and his son chased Cyrus down the street. The teenager fell, got back up and ran. Lott said Chow's son told his father that Cyrus was armed. According to RCSD, deputies recovered a gun believed to belong to the victim near his body. Now, on Monday, community activists and advocates against gun violence gathered here at this gas station, and those peaceful protests took a turn Monday night when the gas station was broken into. The entire property is now taped off. Sheriff Lott appearing exasperated in a news conference yesterday, saying that vandalizing the property and stealing beer has nothing to do with the murder of this 14-year-old boy. Let's take a listen to Sheriff Lott.
That store did not shoot that 14-year-old. The person responsible has been arrested. He's in jail. He's in jail. Exactly where he needs to be. That's where justice is being served. Justice is being served by us going out and making an arrest. Justice is not served by going in and stealing cases of beer.
Now, I did have the opportunity briefly to speak with members of Cyrus's family yesterday, including his father. They are understandably grieving and did not wish to provide any statement to us at this time. Reporting in Columbia, I'm Nick Neville.
Nick Neville from NBC affiliate WIS-TV. Thanks so much for joining us. And I want to bring in the sheriff you just heard there, Leon Lott. He is the sheriff of Richland County, South Carolina. Sheriff Lott, thanks for taking the time. You called this shooting senseless. Based on what you've learned so far, explain why you feel this way.
Well, you had a 14-year-old boy shot in the back. That's senseless anytime you have that. It just was not something that should have happened. It wasn't necessary. Should have never been shot in the back. He didn't shoplift, so there was no reason for him to be shot like that. He never pointed a gun at anybody. Nobody's life was in danger except for his. So that, to me, that's very senseless.
Is the suspect talking to you? How is he justifying what happened?
He initially talked to us at night, but after that, he requested an attorney, so we haven't interviewed him anymore. He just said, we chased him. My son said he had a gun. I took aim and I shot him. I mean, it was pretty simple by him explanation, but he never said the gun was pointed at him or his son. He never said that he was in danger. Never felt like his son's life was in danger. And that's the standards you have to have in order to use deadly force. The same standards we have as police officers. For a civilian, it's the same thing. It just didn't exist, so that's why he was charged with murder.
I understand investigators in your office determined this was not a bias-motivated shooting. We know Carmack Belton was black. Chow is an Asian man. How did your investigation come to that conclusion so quickly?
Well, we don't think race played a part in it whatsoever. This was someone that accused someone of shoplifting. He gave chase to him and he shot him. I don't think race played a part. I think this store owner just felt like he could take the justice in his own hands, and now he's got to face justice for it.
Do you think people are just too trigger happy, that that's the solution to problems? Pull out a gun?
Yeah, we got too many guns. We got too many people who think they can solve issues with guns. And a gun's going to get you either one or two places, either in the cemetery or in prison. And that's what we're seeing in this case here. It wasn't necessary to shoot the 14-year-old. Even if he had shoplifted, it still was not necessary to shoot him, particularly in the back.
Well, Richland County, South Carolina Sheriff Leon Lott, thanks again for joining us and offering more context to what went down there. We'll continue to follow.